epic soundtrack for an epic map. And we almost died there, hitting a Paracer? I forget how to pronounce their names. Honestly don't know. But yeah, we are starting over on Fjordur. Super excited for this map. I wanted to try and beat the Dinopithecus King on the Lost Island map before I started this map, but in my last video, well, you saw the results. I was defeated, I was crushed. Went in there with totally average dinosaurs, not prepared at all, was just really testing the waters when it came to boss fights. But yeah, this map is gorgeous and it's got these runes everywhere. Highly recommend going after those. They're like the explorer notes. I was a little wary about the water in this area. Like there's usually water means death, but when it's shallow like that, there's usually not a lot. But yeah, we got to this rune over here, and I mean, lots of XP from these, especially in early game. Leveling up is really easy, especially if you've got a flyer and you can go around to a bunch of them. You can level yourself up as well as your tame. So yeah, really digging that, because now I can start building and getting saddles a lot quicker. But that galley, he was running for something, or from something, and I was like, okay, wasn't thinking too much into it. Probably something fell off the cliff. I'm just gonna go this way. And of course, with my luck, I am swimming towards the danger, and it was probably the last thing I was thinking of running into the water. Of course, I die to a Prolovia. I mean, it's almost poetic for for Fjordur. So yeah, I was originally starting up in that corner because I wanted a Maywing, and I heard Maywings were up there, but I wanted to try another area. So cue the epic music. Honestly, I'm okay with dying just to hear the music again and again. But this area is an area I would definitely recommend spawning in. These boxes around these shipwrecks, they've got all kinds of metal tools. So you can get metal tools like right as soon as you start or as soon as you spawn. And there are also Andrewsarchus here. So we're gonna do things properly by taming a dodo first, then getting a moss chops. Moss chops is becoming like one of my favorite tames, honestly. Like, they're hardy, they're tough, they're good at harvesting all kinds of stuff. You gotta be riding them when you're in combat, or else they'll, run away from you. So we're gonna go after this Andrewsarchus, and well, I didn't look up any tutorials like a fool, even though this map had been out for like at least 2 days before I played it. I knew you had to throw honey to get its attention, but you'll see, this is like, again, just noob going after the Andrewsarchus. Now you can just go run right up to them to ride them. It's not like the Equus where you kind of have to like sneak up behind it. But yeah, these arrows started popping up and I was just like, what do I do? Okay, cool, I got a level up, but that does nothing for me. So yeah, just a noob sitting here not really knowing what to do. Now, obviously I figured it out later, but the arrows, I was pressing on the D-pad, I was pressing like everything except for Y, because that's like usually what the dismount button is. So I kind of started figuring out. I started moving my left joystick in the direction of it, but I was only like moving it. You're supposed to like press and hold it in the direction of the arrow until it changes. Totally didn't know that, was not paying attention to the rage meter, and yeah, this was the first of many boots. I was like, maybe I can just throw down more honey and it'll be fine. Eat the honey, my friend, eat the honey. No, this is not how the Andrewsarchuses work, and there was a lot of learning to be done. You gotta sneak up on them a little bit. You can't just like be all up in their face. I was hoping this rock would save me, and it might have, honestly. I was hoping the honey I threw down would help, but yeah, I kind of fell to my death, and well, that's 2 of like 2,000. We're gonna go again. Everything loves honey, but it is nice where you can just run up to it as long as nothing else eats it. But yeah, still figuring out, and honestly, this was like a brute force tame. Like, I was just willing to die over and over and over again. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we did a lot of things. we rode around a lot in this area. Luckily, there wasn't anything like super dangerous. Kind of got lucky here. You, for some reason, forgot about me and went after the honey. But yeah, it was like a stupid brute force tame. It was a low level. I was willing to risk it. Like, our taming effectiveness was horrible on this. Also decided to build a base kind of like in a good spot, but like not, because yeah, I mean, we got attacked by terror birds. There's some tyrannosaurs or rexes over here. Like, yeah, I was trying to get the angle on him, but yeah, it got the angle on us. So the dodos jumped in first, which was great. And yeah, I could not position myself well. And then he started hitting all of us at the same time, which was dreadful, and we lost our first comrade. Now, luckily, Fizz, our original dodo, is still alive, but yeah, we had to clear the area a little bit. I mean, the Moss Chops is like all you need really in the beginning. Carnos, I don't know, but yeah, everything else we could kill. Still going after the Andrew after defending our base for a little bit, still failing. I mean, what else is new? But yeah, after some brute force taming and getting more kicked in the face about 1,000 times, we finally gave in and looked it up on YouTube, and I mean, we're already there. It probably would have been a couple more times, but we finally figured out we have to like hold it down in the direction, watch the rage meter, and yeah, jump off before the rage meter gets full. But we got our first Andrewsarchus, so things are going well. Also got a high level Pteranodon in the area, so this is definitely one of my favorite starter tames as far as like exploring. That's what I usually do, is I'll get a Pteranodon and just fly around everywhere, because I like to build and I always like to just go everywhere and find the perfect spot. Definitely also looking for those runes to get some levels, and for the tame, the Pteranodon, I mean, we're gonna pump him with stamina and weight. And then, man, this map is so gorgeous. We found this spot. I know some of the designers, forgive me, I'm thinking the pronunciation of the name, like Nekatus, Nekatus. There was a lot of inspiration from Iceland. And I mean, I was looking for crystal too, so these gems right here, full of crystal, which is great. There's also a cave over here, and I have flyers disabled on my cave, so I was, yeah, I kind of figured I would kind of fall off, but I did not want to mess with the spiders, because they'll slow you down, trap you, and kill you. So, I don't know, I might build over here, we'll see. I mean, there's so many places. There's this castle, which I know a lot of people have built in. I mean, I can't blame you. I mean, there are dangerous things, I guess, depending on your game. Like, I have some high level aloes, and I'm not really gonna, I guess I could like lead them away, but I'm not gonna deal with that right now. So we continued searching, went to like the hottest parts of the map. I don't have my GPS yet, so I'll have to get coordinates later, but yeah, we got some some X and R everything, and yeah, some gigas over here too. So yeah, some cool different creatures that aren't on really other well, they aren't on the Lost Island, so they're gonna be new for me, which is gonna be exciting. Well, new for the DLC maps. So yeah, this place is super safe for a base. Can't lie, I'll just build it right here with the gigas. It's gonna be great. Nah, everything here is gonna die. And then I found the Wyvern Trench, and I mean, I was trying to be really careful. Like, I was gonna keep my distance, just try and get in to see what levels they were at, see how many were there, and you know, I thought we were at a good point right here. Was spending a little bit of time looking for eggs, because I mean, if you get a wyvern, even if it's a low level, you can get more eggs, and it's a fast travel, and it's, you know, you can have it as a decent defender in the beginning of the game. But yeah, I spent way too much time right here, and this guy was flying way too close, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, yeah, we gotta get out of here. And honestly, when they're that close, it's like game over, because yeah, he's right behind me. Oh, this is not good. And instead of flying around to try and aggro it on something, I literally went all the way back. So honestly, if I hadn't spent the levels that I did into stamina, into weight, like, and if we didn't have a high level Pteranodon, we would definitely be dead. Or if we even got hit by one of these fire blasts, like, I didn't even look back. I didn't know what was going on. I knew this dragon was right behind me, and I was I was like basically swimming at this point getting way too low, because like, I don't know, I feel like if it killed if the health got too low on the Pteranodon, I don't know if it would have been a good idea to jump off into the ocean. I mean, I probably would have been killed by a Megalodon or something. But yeah, I was just like, what am I doing? So, luckily, we made it to this other part, and I mean, it was just like flamethrower dodging. Luckily, this dragon was just shooting at me like a stormtrooper. Like, I thought I got hit right there, but like, we're okay. But like, our stamina is almost out, so I have no choice. I have to go up here and pray that there's something to aggro off, or to get the dragon's attention away from us so we can escape. But yeah, we were at the end limits, and luckily, oh, there's a couple things up here, so I like have to park it. I have to like just gamble, and then yeah, the theory over there is like, oh, how dare you? And yeah, we're just like checking, and okay, whew, I got so lucky, so flippin' lucky. Yeah, I'm out of here. We're out of here. Let's go. Now, I found this amazing, like, dwarven mine area. I am probably going to build my first base over here once I get some cryopods, but there are RGs everywhere on Fjordur, like, everywhere. So found a decently high-leveled one. Again, we're not, like, trying to tame them perfectly, or even, I mean, high levels don't really matter too much in early game for me, at least. Like, I try and get all the utility creatures first. Like, who can gather, you know, wood, who can gather metal, who can gather stone, and who can carry it. So the RG is basically going to be the carrier, at least for early game for now. Also going to try and get a Maywing too. But also shout out to Captain Fat Dog for this trap. So this trap is super easy to build, and like, it works brilliantly. You just have to kind of like wiggle your tame out of there. Like, I tried to get on the saddle and get out of there, but I just had him follow me and literally took a couple steps back. So now we have a good RG, and I think I'm going to build in this area.